Good morning. With enthusiasm, good morning. Thank you, and thank you very much for being here. Before I begin my presentation, I'd like to thank our students who opened the program. Let's hear it for our pledge leaders, William and Ashley, our student MCs, Tyler and Marina, and the Hanks High School Jazz Band. At this time, I'd like to invite the president of our Board of Trustees to the podium to share a few words. Please help me welcome our board president, Ms. Patricia Torres McLean.
Good morning. Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Perez. I'd like to thank all of you, our community, our business leaders, our principals, for being here on this beautiful El Paso morning to hear about the state of our district. We always look forward to the opportunity to share the wonderful accomplishments in our school district. Our students excel in so many different ways in events like science fairs, music competitions, community service, and athletics, just to name a few. Along with our achievements, we also face challenges, and our administration works diligently to ensure that we are prepared for what lies ahead. The Board of Trustees is behind our Ysleta educators as we face the future. We are committed to making our students the #1 priority in all the decisions that we make. Helping our students succeed and making their dreams come true is what Ysleta is all about. I'd like to thank all our community and business partners for your continued support of our students. We have a great team, and our success depends on the support of partners, parents, and volunteers. And finally, I'd like to thank Dr. Perez for her leadership as our interim superintendent, with the steady guidance that she has given and the expertise that she has brought to the district. As I am sure you know, we have selected Dr. Xavier de la Torre as our lone finalist for our superintendent. Many of you know him as a former superintendent at Socorro YISD. We are looking forward to welcoming him to the Ysleta family. Thank you again for your time, for your support, and thank you and welcome to Ysleta.
Thank you very much, Ms. McLean. Now I'm delighted to share the important work that we accomplished in 2013. Today and every day in Ysleta, we help our students to gain knowledge, maturity, to learn and to grow. And education gives our children that opportunity, an opportunity to follow their dreams. So today we come together, and what I'm going to do is not only share the accomplishments of 2013, but also the challenges. First, let's review Ysleta ISD. We have 43,000 students at 63 campuses. We have 2 K-8 international schools with acclaimed dual language programs that give students written and verbal fluency in 2 to 3 languages. We have an early college high school on the Valle Verde campus of El Paso Community College, where students graduate with both a high school diploma and a 2-year college degree. We also have open enrollment here in our district, and that means that students may come to our district as long as we have space available. Our district is the 3rd largest employer in El Paso with 8,000 part-time and full-time employees. And as you can see here, teachers make up 48%, so that's almost half of our employee. And so therefore we have a lot of competition with teaching positions. We have over 200 applicants for every position that we have open in the elementary schools. So with that competition, we select only the best to be part of our team. With focused, top-notch instruction at our schools, a steady number of our graduates enroll in colleges and universities. In 2012, as you can see, 68% enrolled in U.S. colleges and universities, and that's higher than the national rate, which is 66%. Academics, of course, is the heart of our district. It's exactly why we exist as an organization. With the state's new school ratings, it was no surprise to see Ysleta scores among the best in the city and the state. Every one of our schools met the state standards in 3 areas: student performance, student progress, and closing the performance gap. Two-thirds received at least one distinction designation for outstanding test scores in either math, language arts, or student improvement. And 10 schools earned distinction designations in all 3 of those areas. So that's more than any other school district in El Paso. So congratulations to our students and teachers. We offer diverse and rigorous academic programs. We have dual language programs in 31 schools. And as you can see, that's more than the average school district in Texas, as you can see. This helps fulfill our vision statement, which emphasizes graduating students fluent in 2 or more languages. Under advanced academics, we have dual credit and advanced placement programs. Under the dual credit program, students take college courses with their high school curriculum, while our students in AP classes receive college credit if they score at least a 3 out of a possible 5 on their AP exams. And in fact, 40% of Ysleta High School students scored a 3, 4, or a 5 on their AP exams in 2013. So those scores were the most improved of any school in our district. However, academics is not without challenges. Even though our dropout rate is on a decline, we will not be satisfied until there are no dropouts. Here at Ysleta, 216 students dropped out in 2012 from among a class of 3,298. That equals to 6.4%. Our economy cannot afford that. And it is slightly above the statewide rate of 6.3. And the same trend continues for graduation rates. In 2012, which are the most recent statistics, 2,858 students graduated, a rate of 86.9, and that's slightly below the state's 87.7. The graduation and dropout rates don't add up to 100%. So you mathematicians that are out there, yes, that's correct. But it's because we don't include the GED recipients or those that take 5 years to graduate from high school. But it's unacceptable to have even one student not graduate. But let me share another perspective. Through our career and technical education program, we provide college and career readiness to our students in a variety of industries. CTE programs was recently featured in a news segment on KVIA by reporter Denise Olivas, who, by the way, is a graduate of Riverside High School. If you missed the clip, we have it for you today.
If you have a teenager who wants to get technical skills while getting a high school diploma, listen up. Riverside has an open house coming up.
So you can learn all about the trades and industry programs. ABC 7's Denise Olivas reports.
After a 2-year course and hands-on experience at Riverside, students like Paula Perez can land a job right out of high school as a state-certified cosmetologist.
While I'm going to college, I want to use my license to get a job in the cosmetology field. and use your skills that you've gotten to help you pay for your college.
Career and Technology Director for YISD, Jean Keaton, says an open house night will help recruit juniors and seniors. More than 12,000 students are currently enrolled.
The more students we have, the more we can offer them, the more funding we will receive for those programs.
Instructor Jackie Nugent says her students learn the basics of culinary arts, baking, and food and beverage.
These kids are qualified to do the things they need to do in a kitchen and to be successful.
The culinary arts program here at Riverside has been ranked nationally in the top 100. Chef Nugent even telling me that some of the best chefs here in El Paso have graduated from this academy.
This is what I like to do, so I do want to go to culinary school.
And because YISD has open enrollment, any student in El Paso can attend this television production course at Riverside or any of the other 13 courses available. I found myself in this class 10 years ago. Denise Olivas, ABC 7.
And we have another CTE success story for you. An Eastwood High School graduate, Jonathan Bowden. He went through Riverside High School's culinary arts program and now owns a bakery, Belle Sucre, on the west side. Now, this is an example of how our students contribute to the economy of El Paso. So if you would, let's get to know YISD graduate Jonathan Bowden and our 2013 Teacher of the Year, Chef Sean Nugent.
Everything's made from scratch. Hi, my name is Jonathan Bowden. I'm the pastry chef and owner of Belle Sucre, and welcome to my business. Well, I got into this when I was a sophomore. First started, I took a home ec class at Hanks High School. I was looking into trying, more culinary stuff. The teacher mentioned that there was a vocational program at Riverside High School, and they did tours once or twice a semester. So I signed up, went on a tour, met Sean Nugent and Rick Webb, who was also involved back then, and decided I wanted to join the program.
This business is incredible. There's nothing like it in El Paso. I'm so proud of him that he's opened it up, and the dream he had way back when is coming to life. Everything he does is perfection. He's such a perfectionist, and it shows in all the products that he does. He's amazing. Oh yeah. It's me, Jonathan, of course. Love these things, man. Chocolate ganache.
Tasty.
Right in my heart, man.
I decided to take a part-time job teaching at EPCC. After about, 2 or 3 days, I really missed cooking. It didn't take long until I realized that I didn't enjoy not making food for people. So she suggested I make some candy and cookies and things at home and sell them at a Christmas fair. After the first one, people wanted to know what the business was. Well, what's your business? I'm like, it's not a bit, it's just me. I just made this stuff. She's making palmiers, or palmiers, so puff pastry dough, of course, made by us. Butter and dough rolled and folded over and over again, so she's rolling it out. If you have a chef over you who respects you and values your opinion, I think that's a great thing. And
that's really what we're there for, is to help guide the kids, of course, encourage, their hopes and their dreams, never put them down, and try and guide them in the right direction and open the correct doors for them. I love you, man, so much, John. I'm so proud of you. Thank you. Jonathan, just like any of my other students, I'm there for them. That's the way our classes run. We're one big family. And no matter what, we'll always be there for them, always. And we always are.
That's what excellent instruction is all about, right? And don't you wish we had those for dessert? Sorry. You have to go contribute to the economy. We strive to educate the whole child and provide opportunities for students to experience personal and social growth, maturity, and responsibility. And we value our Tigua culture. We still need to go a step further to enhance our learning of the culture, and to assist the Ysleta del Sur Pueblo with revitalization of the Tiwa language. In October 2013, we had a 2-day event that focus on Rachel's Challenge, a nationwide anti-bullying program that empowers students to create their own culture of kindness and compassion. Now, many of our schools do have Friends of Rachel's clubs specifically designed to motivate and uplift students. Now, did you know that community service is a policy in Ysleta? 2013 was the first year that all high school students had to complete at least 80 hours of community service in order to walk at the graduation ceremonies. But many in our class of 2013 went above and beyond. Hank's high school student, Connor Gaba, completed more than 2,000 community service hours. The newly established HOMES program is a partnership with Fort Bliss that involves our Parkland, Eastwood, and Hanks learning communities. The idea behind HOMES is to acclimate students from military families to our community, while also embracing the unique experiences and the background of our military children. Now, you all know that we also offer extracurricular programs. We provide a quality fine arts program for students, whether it involves music, art, or performing in plays. In fact, the jazz bands at Indian Ridge Middle School, listen, middle school, and Del Valle High School were honored to perform by invitation to a prestigious music conference in Chicago and Dallas in 2013. And the other side is we face challenges in our fine arts program, such as the fact that none of our high schools have a UIL-rated stage. Whereas by comparison, our neighboring school districts, their high school theaters are mostly, nearly all, UIL rated. But despite these challenges, our fine arts program helps bring out the very best in our students. Take, for example, Parkland Middle School 7th grader and budding artist, Denisha Pritchard. Denisha's artwork not only helped her cope with sickle cell anemia, but it gave her the opportunity to travel to Washington, D.C. She went there in November. She met First Lady Michelle Obama, and Denisha's artwork now hangs, guess where? The White House. Denisha gave a brief but poignant speech about how she used art as an outlet to deal with her disease, and her words brought Mrs. Obama to tears. At only 12 years old, Denisha is one of Ysleta students who is already making her dreams come true. Now, another program that helps to motivate young people is JROTC. In 2013, we had more than 1,000 students that participated in the program to learn more about leadership, organizational skills, critical thinking, community service, and of course, physical fitness and health. In fact, 100% of our JROTC graduating seniors went on to pursue higher education. But as popular as the program is, unfortunately, most of our high schools don't have dedicated JROTC facilities. So this is yet another challenge for our district. Determination and discipline are also hallmarks among our students in Ysleta's athletic programs. We had many regional and state qualifiers and champions in swimming, basketball, cross country, wrestling, track and field, golf, and soccer. But a very important fact is that Del Valle High School boys soccer team made their 5th trip to the state finals in the 4A district in 2013. Now, you've heard of the talent that we have here at Ysleta, and it's not just among our students. It takes expert teachers and administrators. They joined together in with our technology department in 2013 to develop a new online curriculum that's tailor-made. This new curriculum uses the power of cloud technology to deliver content to more than 4,500 teachers and administrators. And by logging in to myysd.net, teachers can access lesson plans, grade books, attendance records, and other resources that helps increase their efficiency. Now, technology also keeps us connected with parents in the greater community at our www.yisd.net and through social media on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and YouTube, and we even have a mobile app. We are still the only school district in the area to offer a mobile app for iPhone and Android devices. And the Valle Early College High School was named an Apple Distinguished School in December. The reason that they received that distinction is for innovation, leadership, and educational excellence, not only in the learning environment, but they extended the learning environment to wherever they were, whether it was at home or at the mall or at the food court. They are one of only 200 schools in the nation to earn this prestigious designation from Apple. Now, as you can see, we have a lot of technology that supports us, but we also depend on support from the community. Our Partners in Education program is made up of 850 businesses, military, nonprofit organizations, and individuals who donate money, time, or materials. Through donations, our partners helped us reach our goal in 2013, giving away 2,000 school backpacks filled with school supplies in our Back to School rally in August. And we started out in 2009 with 500, and each year have increased that. The rally is one of our outstanding examples of the generous and valuable contributions of our partners, and many of those partners are here today. We thank you. For example, businessman Fred Loya donated $11,000 for a new scoreboard at Parkland High School. Price's Creameries awarded about $25,000 in grants to 10 schools for innovative projects that involved art, libraries, and magic, as well as scholarships for adult GED recipients. Right now, what I'd like to do is feature one of our business partners, Ms. Claudia Green, CEO of Teachers Federal Credit Union and proud Bel Air High School graduate.
Okay, here we are.
Hi, Mrs. Green.
Hello, Lisa. Good morning. My name is Claudia Green, and I am the CEO, President of El Paso Area Teachers Federal Credit Union. I started as an assistant branch manager at our Northeast location, and when the position of CEO became available, I met the qualifications. I am also a graduate, a 1968 graduate of Bel Air High School. Moved here in El Paso. At that time, my father was in the Army, and I was a sophomore in high school. During my years at Bel Air, I associated myself with like-minded individuals. I wanted to be popular and was successful in the Bel Air environment because it fostered achievement over how well you dressed and the number of people that you knew. Bel Air provided the foundation to perform well on my SAT and offered the college prep classes I needed to reach the next level.
Welcome to TFCU. How may I help you?
So much of who we are and what we become can be attributed to our parents and the world we grew up in. An important part of my formative years that provided a feeling of confidence, adaptability, and motivation can be attributed to my time at Bel Air High School. Go Highlanders!
We know many of our partners in education are in the audience this morning, and we thank you from the bottom of our heart. Another source of our community support is the Ysleta Education Foundation, which provides scholarships to Ysleta graduates since 81% of our students are economically disadvantaged. Our YEF scholars are among the best and the brightest in our city. They include notable graduates like Mr. Vincent Perez, Bel Air High School's 2013 Honored X, and after graduation, he left El Paso to attend Georgetown University, earning both his bachelor's and his master's degree. And even though we hear a lot about the brain drain, students leaving, they don't come back, well, Mr. Perez returned to El Paso. And he's not related to me, okay? But he became one of the youngest commissioners in El Paso County's history. Another outstanding YEF scholar is Eastwood High School graduate and Juarez native, Baltazar Zavala, who is at the forefront of cutting-edge research on Parkinson's disease in his job at the National Institute of Health. Mr. Zavala attended Harvard University, where he received degrees, listen to this, biomedical engineering and neurobiology. Upon graduating from Harvard, he joined the academic elite when he was named a Rhodes Scholar, which led to his studies overseas at Oxford University. And now he's pursuing his doctorate through NIH Oxford Cambridge Scholars Program. And even though Mr. Zavala lives and works in Washington, D.C., his research could significantly improve the treatment of Parkinson's patients everywhere. In his own words, Mr. Zavala told us, "I feel like at any moment I can wake up from what has been an unimaginable adventure that really did start with my 4 years at Eastwood. There really is no other better word to describe the past 6 years than the word dream." We have many Ysleta students that have seen immense success since graduating from our schools. For Vincent Perez and Baltazar Zavala, Ysleta Education Foundation scholarships assisted them to pursue their dreams. So I'd like to ask everyone to consider donating to the Ysleta Education Foundation, which is run strictly by volunteers. And for your convenience, we did place a YEF pledge card on your table. You can be the one to help another generation of Ysleta graduates reach their college and career goals. Now, we still have many numerous challenges ahead in 2014 that will require more support from our parents, our taxpayers, and just all of us working together. The passage of House Bill 5 provides for a complete overhaul of Texas high school graduation requirements. In November, the President and I went before the State Board of Education to emphasize the need to require Algebra 2 for all Texas students. And although the State Board did not vote in our favor, Ysleta will continue to require Algebra 2 because we believe in high expectations. And our neighboring school districts supported our stance, and we joined together in signing a resolution that was also sent to the State Board for Algebra 2 to be a state graduation requirement. So we're working together. Now, over the past 2 years, Ysleta has lost $27 million in state funding due to legislative funding formula changes. So talk to your legislators, please. We've also lost $2.5 million in federal funds since 2011, with another $800,000 reduction projected for next year. Bottom line is we have fewer students, and that means fewer dollars. And ultimately, we have to find ways to provide quality education with fewer state and federal monies. In other words, we have to do more with less. But our taxpayers can rest assured that Ysleta manages money in a reasonable and efficient manner. For the past 9 years, we earned the highest rating possible, a superior achievement rating in School First, School Financial Integrity Rating System of Texas. So we stretch our dollars so that more money goes towards student instruction. Now, as I stated before, our district's biggest challenge is declining enrollment. When enrollment declines, so does our funding. So next year, we are projecting a decline of 300 to 400 students, which means we could lose as much as 2.6 million. The other challenge, we are assessing how to improve our school facilities. In fact, mounting school repair needs are part of the reason that we started hosting a series of meetings this fall called Building America's Future, a community conversation. And at those meetings, we talked about our facility improvements that we can't afford because they cost more than $500 million. And we listened to our community's priorities. Our school needs range from school foundations, roofs, windows, doors, fire and alarm and intercom systems. Now, typically, school districts pay for that, high dollar improvements with a bond, a voter-approved bond. This year, we have a chance to ask for $155 million bond that will not raise taxes. We are seeking special permission from Governor Rick Perry to hold a bond election in July with the city. An election in July will also qualify us to possibly save millions toward the cost of the bond. But at this point, the board has not officially voted to place a bond measure on the ballot. The other option is an election in November. The majority of our schools, of our 63 schools, are more than 35 years old, while campuses like Ysleta and Cadwalder, they're reaching their 100-year anniversaries. So we want to come together to provide the best learning environment for our students. Our children are the future, and we must invest in education while they're still young. And I have some special guests this morning to remind us. I'm asking them to come to the stage, because this is where it all starts, folks, with the young. We have to invest in education for our young children. Please bring them to the stage. In closing, I'd like to thank you for your attendance today. And remember, we are the Ysleta family. Big dreams start here, and we work